Chat, is this real? No way. Hello, everybody. If you're watching this, whether it be live or not live, this is Kyle Pitcher speaking. Part of the KP from KP and Allied Productions. I know. Save the autographs to the end, guys. Basically, I'm gonna give a little background here. I had this card game I made in the 6th grade, probably up to 7th grade, really. I had this card game called Dungeon Destroyers. This is my own homemade trading card game that I created. There are 50 cards in the first set that I had made. All of them with original artwork and all of them drawn by hand completely, because I didn't know how printers worked. So you can see literally all of these cards drawn by hand. And then after I did that, I wanted to make a set 2, but like improve the game. So then I made these couple of cards where I actually drew out a template and printed that. And they looked a little more professional, a little more, like they all had the same back. The back looked pretty cool. But again, didn't really know what I was doing, so they are not that good. And then, like maybe a year later, I kind of looked back on the project and I was like, that's cool. What if I made it good? Because I now know how to do stuff. So then I started making these pixel art cards that I have here. Now these were probably the most professional looking ones, and they were pretty cool, but the paper I did it on was like photograph paper, and I thought that would make it more card-like, which it did, but it also made it to where the ink can smudge. Like, it never dries like fully, so you can always smudge it, and so that made the cards very impossible to make into a card game. So I kind of left it alone for a while, and then I looked back on these designs. Let me see if I can find a good example. Here we go. I looked back on the designs of them, and I saw that they were very simple. I mean, it looks cool, but it's very simple, and it could definitely be better, especially the shield. I don't know what I was thinking with the shield. It looks like weird bricks, so I don't know what that's about. But basically, it's a medieval kind of card game. Today we're just going to be working on some of the cards, some card concepts. I've gotten two cards done in an art sense. One card is fully done, ready to print. The other card I need to put all the text on it, because I'm putting the text on it separately when so I'm using Google Slides to make the cards. So you basically, I'll use this card as an example. So I did all the pixel art on a pixel art website. I took a screenshot of it, and then I put it onto Google Slides. And then I did the same thing for this back piece of the card. And then in Google Slides, I added all this text. So demon, minion, common. All this text was added in Google Slides. So that's how I did that. And I think this, like the background, oh my gosh, the back of the card looks so cool, so much better than this weird shield design that I had before, which did not really make sense because it looks like bricks. But now it's this very cool, realistic medieval shield. Got a big old sword and an arrow, and I think it looks very pleasant to look at. Dungeon Destroyers up here. Also, these cards, I didn't even have the thing on the back, which was not clutch. And yeah, basically just very, very poor quality. But now I'm remaking the remake of the kind of remake to my original card game. Basically, I'm just improving it, if you will. And dude, I'm so happy. So basically, I printed out this first card, right? You can see it there. I printed out this first card. The problem is I was a goofball and I forgot to add the HP to it. Oh god, the HP to it. So now I have to reprint it. I also had another misprint, but that wasn't my fault. That was the fault of the printer. It was doing some weird stuff. But now it's all good. All good in the hood. All ready to make some more cards. So first off, we need to add some text to this guy. So this is the it's like elixir of healing or chalice of healing. Elixir of healing, even though I'm pretty sure that's a chalice, so I might call it chalice of healing instead. Here was the original version of it in the original game. Pretty cool. But this is our new and improved version. And dude, just this template, I'm so proud of this template. We like have some wooden boards to separate the image. We have this like, you know, beer, I don't even, whatever the heck that's called, mug, a beer mug, and then like a little area for the ability. This is where the typing will go. So it has not all the typings. So there's 2 typings that aren't really typings, but more of variations. There are building cards and, building cards and item cards. This is an item card. So items, I'm gonna have to explain this. Okay, so there are in the game, you have 3 lanes, 1, 2, and 3, right? And in those lanes is where you put your creatures. Underneath that area is another 3 open slots, and those are for items. So no card starts with attack. You have to get attack from an item. So if, you know, this demon minion, it could only do damage to another card if it has an item, because right now by itself it can't do damage. Not all cards will be that way. Some cards, like I've thought about adding a goblin type, but I think I might do it with a skeleton type. I want to have a certain type where it just comes with attack, because then you don't have to waste an action on placing an item card. So every game, each player has 2 actions they can do before it's the next person's turn. So like attacking would be an action, or placing down a creature would be an action, or placing down a item would be an action, or using an item's ability would be an action. So that kind of thing. It's just, you know, it depends. But that's like the basics of it. The basics I'll explain a bit for now. We have 5 types, other than the building and item cards, which are fire, gem, skeleton or bone, leaf, and water type, or nature type if you prefer. I don't know. They don't really have names. Oh, never mind. I lied. Flame, aquatic, nature, bone, gem, building, item. I'm stupid and just forgot it. Here are the rules. This is how to win. The game starts out with both players at 1500 HP. You can lower your opponent's HP by attacking with a fighter. If there are fighters on your opponent's field, then you have to send them to the dungeon before being able to attack your opponent. The first to deplete their opponent's HP to 0 wins. So, basically, you're just trying to murder your opponent. So you can see these are the old cards that I printed out. These are the ones that were poo-poo. Like, they're not very detailed because I didn't give myself a lot of pixels to work with. So a lot of them very, very simple designs, very basic and bland. And you can just see the quality difference between these cards and these 2 cards. Like, already looks so much better. Yeah, basically today we're just going to be working on cards. So first thing I need to do is actually put some text on here. So let's go ahead and do that. I want to take the text box here. I'm going to slap it here. I also have some awesome lo-fi music playing. Chalice. This is a chalice, right? I'm not tripping. Chalice. Okay, yep, this is a chalice. I don't know why I called it elixir before. I don't. What does an elixir look like? Hold up. Elixir. Yeah, that's like potions. So yeah, this is a chalice. Chalice of healing. Also, I don't know why the H looks so weird in this font, but I really like the font other than that, so I just kind of stick with it. Okay. All right, and basically all these cards are commons. So I'm trying to make all the commons, then all the uncommons, then all the rares, then the bosses. I kind of want to change the whole common uncommon thing because it's so overdone. In TCGs, so I might have like a different like system. I just gotta think of what it would be. Because I mean, what would it be? What's like medieval-y? Maybe I could do like a. Well, I like the boss class. Maybe I could do like I don't know, something prince, king, and then boss cards. I kind of like that. I don't know. We'll workshop it. Anyway. So it's a common. Oh, I don't care about you. And then this. So basically, this says what number of card it is in the set. I plan on there being 100 cards in the set. So this is card number 2 of our set. All right. Beautiful. So I think almost every card will have an ability. I think I might have like 1 or 2 cards that don't have an ability, just for fun. But I don't know. I'm not sure yet. It's a lot of balancing so far. So, all right, ability heal. Ooh. Obviously. Copy that. All right, and we'll say. Give a friendly card plus what's a balanced amount? So this guy is 50. Oh, didn't even give him HP on that slide. I gave him 1 on this slide. Also, I changed his name to Fire Demon Minion. I think it, adds a bit more flair, if you will. Okay, let's go ahead and copy this down, but make it huge. So this slideshow is more for designing the cards, and like rules and stuff like that, and then this one's just for printing them out. So I had a sizing one as well, but I can just do the sizing on the printing one, so I didn't really need it. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Give a friendly card. So he has 50 HP. I'm thinking either 10 or 15. I think maybe 10. Because the common weapons will not be that good at all. And that's what, so a deck can only have 1 boss card. The rest of them, you can put whatever you want in them. But it's definitely there are going to be some cards that are better than others, because that's inevitable when making a trading card game. But I really want it to be balanced. I want it to be playable and not just like, I think a lot of things you have to look out for is you don't want it to be like whoever goes first wins. That's a big one. So you have to find a way to balance that. And then you have to, make sure you're not making game-breaking cards, like cards that insta-kill, for example. I had a couple of those in my original set for this game. And it was just so, like, if you had all the insta-kill cards in your deck, you were going to win. Like, it was just ridiculous. Because, you know, you can only have so many, you know, high health cards. But, yeah, I'm going to try to balance it. So let's say give a friendly card plus 10 health, or HP rather. It's a better way to phrase it. All right, there we go. So we have the card here now. Now we got to put the text on here. On my tiny version of it that's already sized properly. So we just gotta make the font less. Actually, I think it'd be easier if we just copy the tiny text from Fire Demon Minion. And so we don't have to change a bunch of font sizes. Actually, why? Hold up. This should be in Le Centel. This one should already be in the Centel. Yep, okay. So this should be just transported on perfectly. There we go. Alright. Chalice of Healing. Alright. This one I won't have to change the text on. Common. This one I will. What the heck? Oh, pfft. No, dang it. I accidentally copied and pasted the whole slide. Whoopsies. Okay, there we go. Number 2. Oh. There we go. Alright. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead. Copy that. Ability, heal, and then copy over this. And then when placed. You gotta be very careful to be very specific about how you word things in this. Why can't I? That's weird. Okay, I hate. Maybe it's autofit? No. Okay, whatever. Screw you, Google Slides. Yeah, but you have to be very specific with your wording, because if you confuse players, then it makes the game very unclear and hard to play. Oh gosh darn it. There we go. Okay, give a friendly card plus 10 HP when placed. Alright, and then it'll take up an item slot. And I want it to be able to where you can discard items. So there will be some items that are kind of a one-time use. And after they are used, you discard it. So this would be one of the ones where here I'll write that on the card. That's a good idea. Then discard this to your dungeon. So when a card dies, it goes to the dungeon. That's what I've kind of called the graveyard of cards. I think that's a cool way. And then I also want to design a card that's like prison break, so you can break out one of your card from the dungeon. And I kind of like that idea and concept. So, all right. So we have Fire Demon Minion and Chalice of Healing, fully made. I feel like, is this slightly bigger? It shouldn't be. If it is, we can fix that pretty easily. Let's go ahead and make this a 75, and we should be able to It should be the same. Maybe I'm just tripping. It looks like a smidgen taller, but that's about it. So honestly, I don't think it's a big deal. With printing, it shouldn't matter at all. Okay, so let's go ahead and print these guys off. Wait, first I need to add. So item cards don't have HP, so for simplicity's sake, so I don't have to redesign a whole new template for item cards, I'm just gonna do that for item cards. Actually, can I make it like bigger? All right. And then perfect. Okay. All right, I'm happy with that. Looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and print these guys off. I'm actually gonna, because I think it might show some computer information that I don't know if I should let the people know. So I'm gonna go ahead and hide my screen while I print these out. All right, copies, one, color, yes. Okay, so these guys are printing out. Also, I don't know why, but suddenly my, now that I'm in better lighting, well, that's why, my webcam is a little bit more solid. All right, we have the card printing out. Oh no. All right, this one got glitched. Hopefully the next one won't. And it did. Why is it doing that? That's really weird. Because it kind of did that with this one. But this one, it wasn't even that bad. That's really weird. Okay, let's try that again. I need to figure out what the issue is with my printer here. All right. Maybe it just needs a fail before it gets a success here. Let's try it again. Or maybe it might be a no. I'm not 100%. I don't know. Okay, let's just print it again and see if it goes better this time around. All right, it's working. Oh, I gotta put more paper in. Gosh, I just love printers, am I right, chat? Alright. It's like, give you a couple more pieces of paper to work with. I'm not really gonna print too many of them in this stream, but, and this stream probably won't even be that long because I gotta do stuff, but, alright, this should be good now. Alright, it's working. Please don't be weird again. Oh man, it's still doing that. It's like it's getting worse. That's really strange. Alright, we won't be printing any more off today because my printer's being funky. It's so weird. Like, making these weird lines appear on it. Alright, that's frustrating, but something I'll have to look into. I got it to print correctly once, but maybe it's because it's printing multiple pages at once. I don't know. Anyway, we'll figure it out eventually. What time is it actually? Oh shoot. Okay, I might have to cut the stream off pretty early here. We didn't do much at all, really, but I got to explain it a little, and I'm sure I'll be doing more of these streams at some point. Bad timing on my part, and also my printer's being funky, so I'm gonna see if I can fix that. But I'll see you guys in the next one. If you did enjoy the stream, let me know if you guys want to see more of these, and yeah, more content.